read. Learning to read involves what Stanis Dehaene, a French cognitive neuroscientist, calls recycling. This consists of a process of which large areas of the brain which perform functions or which they devolve. Our brain at birth does not have a neurological areas or circuit dedicated to reading. Learning to read alters brain architecture and generates in areas that before learning this new skill were not communicated. The process behind in the occipital lobe. They are responsible for recognized visual stimuli such as faces and there the first major neurological changes take place as the visual cortex becomes even more specialized and becomes more precise and recognize letters. The visual information then continues to the area that the hand calls the letter box, in which knowledge letters is concentrated from. This point of stimulate travels to at least two neurological networks, one that goes to the middle to pronunciation and articulation. Reading is about recognized letters and how they are put together into words. Now they connected to the sounds and make and their meaning. This now reading is not only a visual process, believed at some point, it also an auditory process. Quevedo was right literally with all eyes studied. An important change occurs in the brain is in the letter box, an area that in the people who can read, and it is activated a nation for only those letters one recognized belong to the letter language. Explains that, for example, this area for the brain is not will be activated when a person who only read in Spanish. Spellings of other language that does not know, such as Korean. In the diagram below, he explains how the area for oral language and the recognition of visual stimuli interpolated bi-directionally. And orange areas alternatively exist in the brains of the children who cannot yet read, and they are used for oral language. Learning to read thus consists of the activated dictionary in the areas of oral language and the areas in change of the visual processing. Thank you for your attention.